Hey, yo. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All right, same just today. Today we know that, well, we don't know anything yet, but, um, dungeons, we're gonna get to 80 today with the Gunbreaker. Um, and then, we're gonna jump back into the story, see what happens after Tower of Zot, which was an amazing dungeon. That was super fun. So yeah, dungeons and the story content, and then we get out of here. I like the formula. I'm gonna keep it simple, not overthink it. So yeah, let's jump into it. Before we do though, I'm gonna, first grab some food from the market board, not IRL. And yeah, you guys are tuning in. Please don't forget to hit that sub button, man. We're streaming 2 times a week. We've been doing this actually quite frequently. I went back and checked the VODs. I'm like, man, we've been streaming Final Fantasy for 2 months, which is really dope because I'm not like tired of it. It's like I enjoy playing this game like a lot. Nevertheless, we here and you're rocking, bro. What is up with y'all? And I used to get this all the time for like 3,000, bro. 30 bands for the chicken fat, bro. Like, y'all going crazy. It's insane. Yeah, I guess we take these. Give me those. Once again, if you are watching and let's say you need help or you want to play with somebody, please, hit me up. I am always down to run with you if I have time, of course. I am a human. I do have things I have to do, but for the most part, yeah, I'm down. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's queue up a dungeon. Gold. Yeah. I can't wait till I'm done with this. I promise you I can't wait. Oh wait, I should probably let's do leveling. We're not leveling. Just a regular dungeon. And then hopefully, maybe, I won't have to do gold. Let's see all the weapons we bought. Already have that joint. They really didn't put out a lot of blades for the Gunblade, which is kind of nuts. It's like you're just working with dungeon drops. That is dope. The white hat with the white nose. Like, people really went all out, bro. I've been seeing some really dope clown inspired or infused glamours. But anywho, yeah, to get gunblades, you have to do certain trials. Not trials, but dungeons. And it's not it's hard. It's just you gotta focus on drops and whatnot. Which also made me think about the trust yesterday. And I was like, the fact that you can run them back, it's if you're looking for gear, you can just run the trust multiple times. And not worry about, getting your gear scalped and whatnot. So that's probably a cool thing to do too. 2B in full setup. I like it. I rock with it. I gotta do that trial soon. If I find time to do it. I ain't gonna lie, it looked mad intimidating when it was out, and I was super underleveled. I was watching people play and I was like, yo, this looks crazy. But also didn't watch too much 'cause I didn't want to be spoiled. So I like watched like people just fall off this cliff and all the memes and jokes that were made. And I was like, that will never be me. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be the person that's conned into falling off the map. Alright, so we got one more DPS. I want to figure out if you can unbind like gear too, so I can sell all my old gear that I will not need anymore. Pop the greets, pop the eats, and we out. God damn, we got some killers over there. Goodness gracious. Big pullers, okay. That's what y'all want. I am more than happy to oblige. First, pop a cooldown. Get out the AoE. This whole working with happy moves thing, man, it's cool because the dungeons are easier. But man, do I miss my like setups. You're not about to hit that? You're not about to like send that to the wall for your boy? Out of here. Also gotta figure out where to like get rid of these poetics. 'Cause I have a lot of them. And I don't use them. Big pools, big money, big money, big money. The fire ship. Can't see nothing. I'm getting hit by that, bro. What? I do hate this one. I'm not gonna hold you. I dislike it so much. I dislike it so much. It's like the dumbest like boss because you can't really do anything about like where he like lands or where the machine lands. I'm like 1 foot in all the areas right now. Yeah, I do not like it. Not one bit. Not gonna lie to you, for a second I was kind of scared because I didn't have any cooldowns, but the healer came through. See, I was patient. Old me would have threw that, like, I would have, it'd have been bad. I said old me like it wasn't yesterday. Oh yeah, I'm dead. Should've been dead. I ate all that. I think we're gonna make it. Also, you can try stuff on. It's like the other day, I was like, oh, this looks kind of cool. I wonder if I can try it on. Seen it. Don't want it. Pass. I do want to get this armor. This armor's kind of dope. So good here. Oh, it would definitely hit 80 without having to do that. Should get it right after these messages. Look at that, bro. That tank queue. Oh, I ain't got time. No. Ain't got time to wait. None. But that all does change with the trust now. You don't have to wait. I mean, you can wait if you want to play with other people, but if you just want to like level up real quick, not real quick, but level up like instantly. I guess not even instantly. If you don't want to wait in the queue, the trusts are there for you. But you have to hit 70 first. And that might be quite difficult. Not even difficult, it's just time consuming. Alright, what dungeon is it? Give me a dungeon mark, use my skills, please. That's all I ask. Definitely. Pull this off without getting the frog in, we're good. Whew. One stack. Two stacks. 2 stacks, we'll go get the fruit. We don't want 3 stacks. There's nobody can see 3 stacks. That's a double entendre. You know, you know. Hey, y'all. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. That. That's kind of dope. Never noticed his name with the coin counter. I remember that like 1,000-ton swing used to like rock guys like bad. Don't know if it still hits that hard now because I'm not getting hit by it, but it used to be crazy. know they had a paladin set here. I've been doing this dungeon this entire time for years and had no idea. That was two. Ooh, I got hit by all that. That's not good. We're finally 80, which is great. Goodness gracious. Alright, now it's all shared gear from here. It's all shared gear from here. The only issue is I gotta choose an outfit to like represent that. Something that's, you know, for everybody. With the leather look. Put on the Trunks vest. Man, his pants tight, yo. Like, yo. Is that the pleather? We use drip in this joint, though. Alright. Save that. Yeah. Now that the gear is here, I can do some of those side story quests in Charlene. They were level 80 to try to move up to like 81. And then once I hit 81, I'll just run Zot. We finally caught up, bro. Like, that's crazy. The level 80 moves blasting zone. We guess what that looks like. So let's teleport to one of my favorite places. and test that out. Okay, it was called Blasting Zone. Is it adds 2 cartridges? Is that like... Let's just test this real quick. Let's test this one first. Yeah, so just a cooldown. And the thing is with that is that like, we already get them pretty fast. I guess if I was on mouse and keyboard to just be able to like pop things like boom, 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 and then press like W, get another 2 cartridges back. But on controller, bro, I can't navigate that bad. I just can't. And even like trying to replace like Faded Circle. Faded Circle is pretty solid. Because it just combos with the other 2. So we'll see what this looks like. That's a pretty strong move. Do we replace No Mercy? Now, because No Mercy gives you... increases the damage by 20%. And I guess 20% isn't all that crazy, but it's still 20%. And it lasts 20 seconds. Now, I'm not giving up anything on my right side, like, you know, in the X, circle, triangle, square option. To give a bow shock? Now, the bow shock helps me on pulls. Yeah, Rampart stay. Can't get rid of the defense abilities. We probably get rid of camouflage. Because it does increase the parry rate by 50%, but it only takes 20% of like reducing damage to where I would just end up putting like a hard conundrum over here next time. Or we play Sonic Break. I don't know. This is very interesting. I have to look at like a rotation list. Because Sonic Break has damage over time 30 seconds. Damage over time 15 seconds. These 2 are interesting. I don't need both. I just don't know which one's better. $290 to all enemies, $150 to all nearby enemies. So I guess like you could put Faded Circle over here and then don't do bow shock. But bow shock does damage over time, which is really solid. I don't know. That did do a lot of damage. 700 for one attack is nuts. Test it real quick. Yeah, come on, bro. That gotta be in the rotation. On 30-second cooldown? Like, what? So you can't take away Burst Strike because the rest of your moves are on cooldown. You need Burst Strike to be there. But then I don't want to swap back and forth between like moves. I don't know. I'm conflicted. I don't know. Yeah, that's just wicked, bro. There was so much damage done right there. That was crazy. It's interesting. I could also go and check out some of those, like, fates, too. This is actually not where I wanted to be. I was like, I don't think you can make that jump. That would be a crazy jump. Son of a... Wait, could I not get over there? Do I actually go all the way up and around? Alright, definitely I was going the wrong way. Actually, not think. I know I was going the wrong way. Oh, there's Striking Dummy here too? That's kind of dope. Didn't know that. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I just can't get over there. No, you can get over there. This is interesting. Here I am, spending time, just trying to get to a fate. And I don't know the landscape of this area, so I'm semi-lost. Yeah, custodian that snitched on us. Well, how about this? Just want to level up, man. That's all I want to do. Yeah, I don't think I can get to these. At least not yet. Yeah, that's just too much damage, bro. nuts, bro. Absolutely bonkers. Just dumb damage. Absolutely ridiculous. No joke. No games are played here. So I don't think bow shock is worth it. Just because it's on a cooldown. To where everything else is like, just pops up. I won't say like on a cooldown because Blast Zone is definitely on a cooldown. But I mean in the fact of like, when it comes to like AoEs and stuff, like you just want to be able to pop them off like as fast as possible. At least that's what I think. I could be wrong. But to where Faded Circle probably would work better here. You just boom, boom, boom. And then when I need to like finish combos from continuation, just pop on Blasting Zone. This might work. This might work. All in all, this build is a monster. Or not build, but like class is a monster. We got a lot of quests to do too, so I'll definitely do that on the side. In the meantime, we can jump to some story content. So, once again, if you're here, the stream ends for you. If you don't want to see any story content, I thank you for being here. We'll definitely be back next week with some more. It might be a surprise stream. I don't know. We'll see. But definitely next week, we'll be back with more Final Fantasy. We will, continue from there. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Please hit me in my socials. Follow, sub, you know the vibes. Now we jump to story content. So once again, if you do not want to be spoiled by story content, I suggest that you get out of here now, because we're jumping in 3, 2, 1, let's go. There's a ton of like 80 quests. Yeah. We'll be fine. I will definitely knock some of these out. Unfortunately, we do have a long way to go because I could not attune at the Radz-At-Hahn Aetherite. So we gotta make it to the bridge. So then old boy's gonna let us inside the city, and then we can just like travel from there. I think I'm going the right way. Yeah, I should be fine. Yep, because it was that bridge. I cannot wait until I'm able to fly, because this is just trash. I've also done heard this Chocobo theme so much, almost entirely way too much throughout my playthrough. The tuna was kind enough to give me direction to the High Crucible. First, let us return to Mulberry Orchard. Where's that at? Oh. From here we're supposed to follow the path left and past the mulberries. Where are we going? I thought that the Crystarium was confusing, but it doesn't compare to Radz-At-Hahn. The architecture and decorations make it even harder to get your bearings. Now, Crystarium was definitely probably like really confusing to like move around and navigate. I still don't think I can. Yeah. Disabled.
These are the talismans we were promised.
Yes, and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for. Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
Or we could use them to invade Garlemald proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations. Of course, we would need to consult with various Alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated. To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Pray allow me to undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
We shall share the burden then. Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Please, I must speak with you.
Nidana, you're awake.
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption. It seems I've been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come.
As you said, Nidana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta.
And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough. All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Thavnair from an awful fate.
Yet who hath truly saved whom? Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
The talisman? Is this true? Oh, I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask. Oh, our great work sent across the seas. It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it.
Look at that! Its color is completely changed.
What do you have there? How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
You imply that it is distinct from ether?
Us foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts. Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows. Akasha, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions. Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate. The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion. As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities. That is a manifestation of Akasha, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
I really must hear more
Sounds
about
really
this theory.
familiar to like chakra.
Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest. But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research. Which is why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
Nonsense! You have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
Shall we depart for Sharlayan then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the Annex.
And we will be in touch once our talks are concluded. I suggest you rest while you can. From here onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
Wait, what happened to my boots? Why am I wearing these high boots? What happened to my brown boots, man? I got on like greaves and leather. This feels odd. What the devil enough the boots I had on, bro? What is going on here? Hey, yo, man. Hey, yo. New and improved lodgings.
Take heart and protect them well.
Good, you're here.
Oh, they got the
I
takeout.
haven't eaten yet, have you? We've bought quite a spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
This is really cool to kind of just see them as like, you know,
Lest you wonder,
friends
we
and not
invited
always
Estinian
like
as
just
well.
traveling and fighting, but just like a moment where like
but
they're
he
just
refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you."
doing regular
I
things.
suspect Sharlayan cuisine is not to his liking.
Oh, I don't know about that. Perhaps our lone wolf just needed some time apart.
What? To perfect his brooding stare? Next time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Sharlayan feast, and see that he eats every last bite.
An excellent idea. Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
Poor Astinian, beset on all sides.
Speaking of one's physical condition, Mistress Quile, I hear you recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
And what an experience that was. Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done. If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Heidelin instructed you to carry that flower, yes? Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it? Come to think of it, isn't that what happened with Nidana back in Radz-At-Hahn?
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if reflecting the elation we all felt, the relief of a people with renewed hope.
Indeed, and in turn I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon and knowing we were on the right path. I know we've not yet triumphed over the Telophoroi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy to sustain us. Rare and hard-won perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day. Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely. And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle. Mayhap I simply require more practice with this new magic.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume?
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Or, to put it simply, you used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
Yes, well, after a fashion. They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
One last cup of tea, then. Dickon said this brew helps relax the mind before bed. And gave us some leaves for free.
Interesting. I haven't seen him in a minute. What have you been up to?
Ah! Enjoying the bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies? Or... well, never mind that. I come to you once more as the bearer of bad news. Our tower in Thavnir has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom. Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon the ether. If they continue to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes... questionable.
Our foe is bold enough. Of that, I can assure you.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome. Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
No. All else is... equal. Equally tedious. Equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke. But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so very hot, enough to set my soul aflame. I basked in the afterglow until the void yawned once more, and then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before. Burn, burn, let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more. I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed, all the faces incomplete. The setting, too, was unknown to me, so I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth. Much as your dream of the final days enlightened you, And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too. Yes, I think that is something we can both enjoy.
I feel like he's gonna stab him in the back. I can just see it happening. He has his own agenda, and it seems shifty. Skull-Arc? Though being an aether being a fundamental aspect of nature's scope expand to include every conceivable facet of life and even the universe itself. In the 432nd year of the 6th astral era, phenomena was decreed complete and the stadium officially opened as a place of learning. Entered half a year before me, nor did I do well enough to graduate with honors. Whenever the students or tutors find themselves in need of equipment or materials, they come to us. If we don't have it in our stores, we send the gleaners off to find it. Interesting. Honestly, you wouldn't believe some of the requests we get. Iapecia, tongue of giant toad. It's enough to make your hair stand on end, which is possibly what some of our students are trying to accomplish. This being a school of magic and all. So basically, it's like one huge learning facility. People in this game do be moving.
Ah, I remember you.
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment. We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
Well, I could hardly let that Inquisition go unchallenged. I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the Annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisoix in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you. I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the Forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye. You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student. Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy. Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried. Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic. As such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
How is that even possible?
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat. We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology. The ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into three forms. Two are of the incorporeal sort, the soul and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third? Yes, very good. This is the form with which the layman is most familiar. Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities, and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux. In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked. Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it. Now, what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
It would blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well. In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
The seventh Umbral Calamity. The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm. But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act. The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Sharlayan prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation. Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace?
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty. Barring
That is wild.
We must wait until we return to the ethereal sea. For there we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean. And our memories drift apart and dissolve, rather defeating the purpose, I suppose. But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
What happens after that?
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew. Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form. Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable. Well, I think that's enough education for today, now that I've given you some food for thought. Or rather, an entire banquet. I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you. I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend. Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
Spitting gems. You've been granted the run of Phenomenon. If you're a game, Q Alipo will put your artistry to good use. Interesting. Okay, well, we're gonna get out of here from here. Definitely accomplished a lot today. A lot of it was some cutscenes and filler, but you know, you gotta get that out the way so you can get to the next part. So yeah, I will catch you guys later. It's been real. Thanks for stopping by. You know, want to hit me up on my socials, it'll be in the description. If you want to play sometimes, hit me up on Twitter. It's probably the best way to get at me. And yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. So without further ado, peace.